Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Commander review for Magic the Gathering, and we are talking about the Ravnica City of Guilds set. We're talking about Szadek, Lord of Secrets. This is the expensive Dimir commander from this set. Szadek is a legendary vampire. It's a 5/5 for power and toughness, and it has a mana value of 7. 3 generic, 2 blue, and 2 black. Szadek has the flying keyword, so can't be blocked except by creatures with flying. And it has a replacement effect. If Szadek would deal combat damage to a player, instead put that many +1/+1 counters on Szadek, and that player mills that many cards. Very, very cool. Very, very powerful. I don't think we've really seen a card like this since this card. Blue-black has some very cool and interesting forms of mill outside of just generic mill 10 cards or mill a card whenever you cast a blue spell kind of shenanigans. There are some unique things that blue-black specifically does when it comes to mill, but even then, I don't think I've ever seen any card mill like this, and it's really awesome. So let's talk more about it. There's no card rulings for this commander. It's pretty straightforward. Fire Shrieker is a great card to put on this commander because why mill X number of cards one time when you can mill X number of cards one time and then twice that many the second time? Very awesome card. Double Strike will double trigger, double replace this ability. So on first strike damage, Szadek will deal 5 damage that will be replaced by 5 counters and 5 mil. And then the second strike damage, or double strike damage, will now add 10 counters to Szadek, and it will mill that player 10 cards instead of the 5. So very powerful to give this commander double strike. Of course, a popular deck idea on EDH Rec is, of course, mill. And one of the things I want to point out is one of the things I love about Dimir milling, aside from like traditional just mill a bunch of cards, is Dimir milling has this weird gimmick where it mills players until they mill lands, which is very flavorful to me, and I don't know why, but I absolutely love it. I love the idea of like mind grind. You're milling someone until they mill 5, 6, maybe even 10 if you have that much mana lands from their graveyard. You could be milling tons of cards because it's this weird almost gamble of like, oh, they have 5 lands right at the top of their library, so you're only going to mill 1 to 2 cards this ability with Consuming Apparition or Trepanation Blade, right? But if you're playing against a deck that doesn't run a lot of lands, you could be milling 5 to 10 cards every turn, which is just absurd. I love that so much. It's so flavorful to me. So really cool synergies there. And then a fun, janky build-around for this commander. I actually had a hard time thinking of something for this commander because it's so unique at what it does and so very kind of vague because you don't have to build mill with this commander. You could build Voltron with this commander and it will still work awesome. You can go a lot of different ways with this commander. So I ended up just going with one that was popular on EDH Rec. It was Vampire Tribal because I love vampires, and I've thought blue-black vampires would be really, really awesome. And there's a lot of great synergies from blue-black vampires. Captivating Vampire was actually one of the first vampires I got that I thought would be amazing to build a vampire tribe around. When I bought it in like a challenge deck, I think. Really cool stuff. And that is going to do it for Szadek, Lord of Secrets. Really cool card. Can deal a lot of damage very quickly if you build around it properly. So, really cool stuff. Very powerful. And I can't wait to hear your guys' comments about this commander because you can go a lot of different directions with it. So, let me know in the comment section if there's anything I missed or I did not talk about that you want to share with me or with the group, and I'd love to read those comments. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for all your support. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!